There are good types of silver to buy, and there are bad types of silver. This list will hopefully help steer folks clear of the bad. Hey everyone, welcome to Campbell's Coins. About 4 years ago, I posted a video about the 5 coins to avoid buying. Everything mentioned in that video 4 years ago still rings true today. In fact, there might be a repeat or two in this video, although I just might surprise you. This video might step on a few toes. Try your best not to get butthurt. In this video, we are focusing on silver as an investment and ROI, not what people like. If you like something, who cares what others think? That being said, just because you like it doesn't make it a good investment. Aside from the investment aspect, we will look at the popularity aspect. If other people don't want what you have when you're ready to sell, what good does it do for you? It's like having a fire extinguisher that doesn't work. It doesn't help you when there's a fire. For those keyboard warriors pounding away at their keyboard screaming, "All silver is silver," or "In an SHTF scenario, my obscure silver will be used." Wrong. All silver is not silver. This is why some pieces have higher premiums over others. And I hate to break it to you, in an SHTF scenario, no one will be using their silver because reason and logic have gone out the window.
And reason will prevail. Reason will prevail!
Let's dive into the 5 types of silver you should avoid buying. Honorable mention is the American Silver Eagle. Normally I advocate for the American Silver Eagle, and these would be in my top 5 list of silver to buy. But premiums for these coins have been through the roof the last few years. Those premiums have dropped recently, but unless this premium falls under $5, just avoid these American coins entirely. Silver Eagles are great for a number of reasons. They're wildly popular, so you'll have no problem selling, and there is no dealer tax reporting when you sell to an LCS or other institution. You'll still have to contend with capital gains if you made anything off your sell. But as popular as these are, you think the US Mint would create a silver coin which would resist milk spotting. Even though this 2021 ASE has not been touched and it's been stored in a dark, cool, dry location, it developed milk spots. Nothing worse than paying a big premium on a silver coin and having milk spots all over it, wiping that premium out. I take that back. There are a lot more worse things, but for the coin nerds living in their mom's basement, there is nothing worse. Kicking off this list at number 5 is silver bars exceeding a kilo. 100-ounce bars and those 5-kilo bars by Geiger are really cool. It's nice to hold a hefty chunk of metal, but these pieces are just wrong for people for a bunch of reasons. First, they can be hard to sell. If you're selling private party, you're forced to lower your price closer to spots, and your buyer pool is a lot smaller, especially compared to those buying a kilo or 10-ounce. Your LCS will buy it, but you will receive a steep discount, especially when demand for silver is low. If demand drops too much, they might not even want to buy it. I've seen it before. Let's say you didn't follow my stacking rules and you've overextended yourself. You've got this big chunk of silver, but you need $700 to pay off bills. You can't split that 100-ounce bar and sell off just what you need. You're stuck with either selling the whole thing or working the street corner to get that $700. A smaller silver bar allows one to sell just enough in emergencies without having to sell off a lot of silver. In my personal opinion, the 10-ounce silver bar is probably the perfect size. It's a nice chunk of metal, and it's easy to sell for cash during emergencies. Although, if you follow my stacking guidelines, you should have a reserve of cash to dip into so you're not forced to sell your stack, especially if your emergency pops up during a period where spot price falls and you end up taking a loss. Number 4 is fractional silver that is not constitutional silver, also known as junk silver. The premiums on fractional silver is many multiples higher than any other premium, especially when you look at, let's say, fractional gold. As of June 15, 2023, the silver spot price is around $24. At that price, anyone can afford a full ounce silver piece. If you're buying fractional silver because you think there will be a point in time where we're bartering with silver, just get constitutional silver. These are already in fractional form, and more importantly, they are highly recognizable. Additionally, constitutional silver is made with copper mixed in, so it's more durable than pure silver and perfect for handling. I should have moved this up higher on the list because fractional silver is just a bad idea. And number 3, basically anything commemorative. If the US Mint produces it, just avoid it. 99.9% of the commemorative coins minted are just the worst investment. It's too bad too, because commemorative coins typically have super low mintages and some have really nice designs. I'm including rounds similar to the ones here on the screen in this category. I love the Peanuts collection, but I know I won't get my money back on them. The collector in me doesn't care, but the investor in me is crying. There are some commemorative releases that are really cool, and the hype is built upon these items by some in the community, driving up prices to absurd levels. If you've been collecting or stacking long enough, you've seen these overhyped coins pumped and then dumped. Most in the community are just trying to make a quick buck off others by pumping them up to their audience. And then when people come to their senses, the prices collapse. Other commemorative coins mark specific events or persons and are just unremarkable to many. A few individuals find them interesting, but the problem is just that. The coin is so niche, only a few people are interested. Another note, most commemoratives are made in the 90-10 ratio, 90% silver, 10% copper. I don't know why they do this. Something to keep in mind though, if you decide to buy, if you're selling, dealers will probably pay way under spot for these because they know it probably won't sell in their store and it will end up in their scrap silver pile. And number 2, this would be any silver coin or bar that ends up on those TV infomercials or some print ad that you see in a magazine or newspaper. Please don't buy it. Tell your grandpa to stay away too. Every single one of these items sold are overpriced, overhyped junk. These folks are excellent salesmen. Some might even call them conmen. They rope you in with some fascinating talk about the amazing provenance surrounding the coins or bars. Some of these coins or bars might even come with a certificate of authenticity, freshly printed from their office HP printer on some embossed heavyweight paper, telling you how amazing it is. If you do a quick eBay search, you'll find the same item at a fraction of the cost. My number 1 kind of ties into my number 2, as these are often sold in infomercials, and that is any graded bullion. I don't care if you're thinking of the silver eagle or the silver maple leaf. Avoid all graded bullion like the plague. These pieces are highly overinflated in price and often rely on the greater fool to sell. If you sell, you'll almost never get back what you paid. Plus, I don't know about you, but I find it really annoying when I see these perfectly graded coins in one of these slabs with a ton of milk spots. This category is different from numismatic coins, which have a few qualifying factors. Numismatic coins have lower mintages, they're collectible, and frequently a lot more expensive than your basic bullion. Bullion coins are not low mintage. There is nothing special about them. Encasing them in these slabs is a great way to protect and preserve them. The grade is helpful when selling down the road. Semi-numismatic coins is bullion with a heavy premium, and I still would not include those in this category. If you're buying those, try to avoid buying them graded though, because it's going to be overpriced. Just buy them raw. I think that covers it for the 5 types of silver to avoid. Was there a type of silver you think should be in the top 5 that I did not cover? Let us know in the comments below. Before I let you go, I am behind on my shoutouts, and I'm really sorry about that. So I wanted to remedy it. I wanted to thank Trident Stacker, for sending this note, sticker, and rare card. Thank you, Trident. I also wanted to give a shout out to Pistol Pack and Pilot and Patriotic Stacker for having me on their Tuesday night trash talk show a couple of weeks ago. If you head over to Patriotic Stacker's YouTube channel, you can search for this live video. We had a great night talking about metals. Thank you for having me on, fellas. I have more shout outs to give, but I'll spread those out over the next couple of weeks. Your time is your most precious asset, and I appreciate you spending it here with me. Thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.